We came to Enoch as our last chance. But what we found didn't save humanity. We came to Enoch as our last chance. But what we found didn't save humanity. We came to Enoch as our last chance. But what we found didn't save humanity. We came to Enoch as our last chance. But what we found didn't save humanity. We came to Enoch as our last chance.
Hello. We're going to have a few technical problems for the first minute or so because, unfortunately, OBS, let me turn the music down a second. The OBS Classic I was using to capture all my build videos, it no longer works from the Windows update. So now I'm using OBS Studio. We'll be starting in a minute, by the way. And when I'm recording, I have to change the microphone offset to 400 milliseconds. But when I'm live streaming, I normally have it on 100. So when I go live, I'd just like you guys to tell me if, guys and girls, tell me if I'm sounding like a dubbed Chinese movie. And if I have, we'll muck around with the offset so that we can work. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I am. So I'm going to just look at the screen and talk complete gibberish so you can look at my lips and see what my lip sync is. And I've got it set to 400 at the moment. I think it should be 100. So if I'm really too far out, then let me know. But if it's okay, I'll leave it. But tell me what my lip sounds like. Look, pop, pop, pop. Pop. Yeah, I haven't got coronavirus. Although our local hospitals put in pod tents up in the car park. So if you suspect you got it, you're not allowed in the hospital. You've got to go in a tent. It's fine. Really? Pop. Pop. See, on my screen, it looks... Wow. Okay. I'll leave it then. 400 milliseconds it is. Cool. Well, that's just shocked me. I'm lost now. Well, we'll go on with that then, shall we? Okay, let's do our normal... Oh, that's cool. Let's do our normal thing that we do. I've got 3 candles left that we haven't used yet so far. So we've got Rancor. I don't know about the smell of that. It smells like leather boots. We've got Jabba's Palace. And we've got Sarlacc Pit. Which one today? Oh, yeah, and I'm drinking rum today. And apparently, Mrs. Welderwayne says that I put far too much rum in here. So after the next hour, it could be pretty nasty. How's Alabama? Deep. Perfect. All right, that's cool. So come on, which one am I lighting? Look, I got my thing here. And as you can see, look, the Bismarck's there, ready for tomorrow's video. I thought I'd just have that on display so you can see how big that is. That's my arm. So it's basically the length of your arm. If you hold out your arm in front of you, that's how big it is at the moment. Sarlacc Pit, right? Sarlacc Pit. Oh, please no. Sarlacc Pit. What one's that look like? Oh, it's red. Jabba's Palace. Sarlacc Pit. All smell like a Tauntaun's ass. Probably. Rancor. Pit. I think we're going to have... Yeah, you can never have too much rum. I think we're going to have... We'll have the Sarlacc Pit. No idea what this smells like. Believe me, if Sarlacc smell like this... Okay, we'll let that burn for a little while and we'll see what happens there. The thing with all of these, I'll tell you now, if you do get these, they're in a collection. You can get different fragrances for the Star Wars films as well. They all smell like toilets. They're the sort of scent that you'd get in a toilet block. They all smell like that. Crazy stuff. How the devil is everyone? I've got absolutely no content today because I've been so busy this week. Let's just fill you in what we've been doing. If I showed you last time, I did one of the balls for Vincent. Look, Vincent over there, sitting there. Look, he's got his little shoulders on now. At the moment, we are still printing some stuff with Vincent. Looking just like that. Which is a funny pixelated sort of thing, but there you go. That's printing the... let's go back to this camera. That's printing the front area here. And this is the balls for the feet. So we've got 2 of them. And then I've done the surrounds for the balls now. Oh, obviously, all these are going to come into a video soon. So they're going to fit in just like that. And if you can picture it, that's going to be Vincent's feet. Now, I can have this 2 ways. I can either have them in there, or probably won't come out now, or I can have them extended. But Vincent didn't really have his feet extended, only really at the start of the film. It's Bob that had one of them extended. So I think I am just going to keep them in the little case in here. They took forever to print, but that's what they're looking like at the moment. The thing that's printing at the moment, it was really fun because the actual printing part isn't the fun part. The fun part is loading up Cura and trying to get it in a position where the supports will hold and you're not using too many supports. So at the moment, I'm printing it on its side. I tried to print it on its flat side, and it kept making supports which were like that thin. No matter what I did, those supports were that thin. So I don't know, but it's working now. So oh, and while we've got that, look, that was a good segue, wasn't it, into that? I've got Mike Lane's hood fence to do, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to do this till next week now, because you've seen my streams before. I'm in London this week, so we're having an Egyptian day in London. So we'll be in the British Museum. We're going to see Prince of Egypt in the Dominion Theatre at night, and then we're off to the Tutankhamun exhibition at the Saatchi on Sunday. So yeah, I'm away this weekend. So there will be a video up Saturday though, because tomorrow we're going to be doing the Bismarck. All we got to do is put a plate in there. We're going to be finishing the Ghostbusters that we had, which would be stage 6. I think that's the engine block. And then Sunday, I'm going to have a day off. And then Monday, we'll probably jump in on the X-Wing. So, all good. Looks like X-Wings, 22 and 26 are all on back issue. That's probably why I haven't got them then. Now, apparently, I heard Michael Green, probably. Is that my brother? The sync is slightly out, bro. Don't you tell me that when everyone's saying that, don't you wind me up. Ian, I'm going to mention you in a second, so bear with me. Anyone who's doing the Ecto 1 that took it over the year, from what I understand, you've already got parts 7 to 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? And you're getting 4 issues? I don't know. Don't know. Oh, Chris, you went to see the Tutankhamun stuff. It's gonna in Egypt. It's gonna be the last time it's in this country, so I can't wait to see that. So, but anyway, Ian Campbell, he's sent me pack 1 of Agora models Shelby build that he isn't using, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway for it, but I'm not doing a giveaway on the live stream. Next week, I think it might be next week or the week after, Agora models will fill me in. I'm getting pack 2 coming, because obviously the end of February, I think we got them towards the end of January last time. When pack 2 comes, I'm going to do a giveaway for pack 1. And good thing is, this giveaway is going to be on YouTube, not Twitter, because they've changed their terms and conditions about giveaways now. That's why I've never done giveaways on YouTube, because they're a bit funny about using external sites or external sources to try and bring traffic into YouTube. They'd rather do it from the base, if you like. I ain't got a clue why that is, but you know, that's YouTube being YouTube. So yeah, Vincent did have balls for it. They're actually like magnets, so they can like grip to the outside of the spaceship. When you'll see it, just watch the first 5 minutes of the black hole, and you'll see how they work. Thank you, Mrs. Welder Wayne. Put my brother in his place. I didn't even know you were back in this country, Michael. Mike Leach Senior. Where can I get Vincent files? They're on the well, first off, Mike Leach Senior, do I know you? Or have you got a son called Michael Leach? Because I went to school with a Michael Leach, spelled exactly like you've got it there. He plays golf. So I don't know if it's familiar or not. But the Vincent files are in the Vincent Builders group, and I put a link in that on the video. So if you watch my Vincent builds on my channel, just look at the description, it's in there. Or alternatively, go to Facebook in the search bar and just type Vincent Builders, and you'll see it there. But yeah, that's a strange name, Mike Leach, because I said I went to someone with exactly the same name, and I'm sure his dad was called Mike as well. Or is that you? And you've got a son now called Mike? I don't know. Interesting. Highway greetings from Exo. Nice 3D printer. It's been a pain in the I can't say that word, can I? It's been a pain in the neck this evening or this morning. I had to do this print I'm doing now about 4 times. It only laid about 4 layers, but yeah, those 4 layers didn't adhere well, so that's why I'm printing it this way. But yeah, so thank you, Ian. Thank you for sending me that, and I'll make sure that this does go to a good home, big time. I wonder if they do mods for the Spitfire as well. I'm guessing there's going to be quite a few mods, Hamilton. That's partly the reason I want to go to Duxford, like I mentioned in today's video, because I haven't been to Duxford since I was about 8 years old, 2nd year junior school. So I think that's about 8, isn't it? So I'm sure it's changed, but I just want to get up close and personal to some of the Spitfires they've got there. I think that'd be pretty cool. You haven't done 5 yet, bud. I haven't done 5 what, Keith? I've done the Ghostbusters issue 5. I haven't done issue 6. That's the engine block. I've done the gearbox. Is that what we're on about? I don't know. Wayne, what issue Bismarck are we up to? The next one I'm going to be doing here is issue 40. Where did I put it? 46. So I'm doing 46. I'm still waiting for a delivery of 47, 48, 49, and 50. But I was under the impression they were going to be coming early because obviously the Terminator and the Bismarck deliveries were late. So we're all getting them late, but no sign of it yet. But the Terminator build's been fun though, I have to say. It is interesting to see that everything below the waistline, I'm wondering how much metal there is going to be in that. Because it's not supporting anything. The rod that goes up its back and spine is what's going to be supporting it. But I know some of you have actually seen it. The finished thing. Be interested to know how much metal there is. I've put way too much rum in this. I apologise. You got the first 2 issues of Ecto 1. Ecto 1's a great build. Joshua McCall, I'm waiting for 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, right, okay. Oh, hello, Svi. I did see you in there, didn't I? I did see you in there. I like your picture of your 15-year-old airbrush. That's correct. I should have my build up on Model Space tomorrow, Wayne. Oh, excellent, Gary. Thanks for that. Do you know anyone who's doing mods for the X-Wing? No, I don't, Venom Wolf. It hasn't really had much of a pickup, that one, for some reason. But, it's a weird build, the X-Wing. It just feels really weird in my head not gluing things together. And like even all those pipes, they didn't want gluing. They just wanted putting in the holes. So I'm guessing they consider it to be a model that you actually look at and never touch and never breathe on it. Whatever you do, otherwise a pipe will fall out or something. Oh, you didn't realise you're going to be back in this country. Is that because of the coronavirus? Have you been quarantined now, Michael? Hi Wayne, Daniel Kane 05. Hi Wayne, I just ordered the Eagle Moss doing the Back to the Future. What guiding can you tell me what I need or how to start building of it? Right, Daniel, get yourself a PHO screwdriver. And anytime you have to stick a metal screw in, hold your breath. And do it slow and just take your time. And if it's not going in, take it out, lube it up a bit, and then put it back in again. That sounded so wrong. It's the rum, but yeah. And keep doing that. And if you get an screw, then you're on your own with that one. I'm not even touching that with a barge pole. Stephen Queen, yes, waiting on 3, 4, 5, 6 issues for Ecto 1. Right, they'll be coming soon then. That's cool. I'm interested to know now, Michael. I take it you're not the person that I thought you was. That's interesting. I haven't seen Michael Leach since school. I must 16. Wow. That's Riptide. Well, away, and that subject I mentioned yesterday about the companies and your dealings with each part of magazines, whether you read them or just the part instructions, yada yada yada. Yeah, no problems. Yeah, the each company has their own customer service section. Now, you probably already know that if you email D'Agostini, for example, or call them, they have a offshore call center. So sometimes it's hard to get involved. Eagle Moss are quite similar to that. The difference is, though, that Eagle Moss's call centre is not related to the head office. So they only handle generic things. They don't handle... you could ask them all the things that you want a head office question to be known, but they're not going to give you the answer. Otherwise, they'll give you a generic answer. Most of the time, it's wrong. You'll probably know Zoe. I think Zoe keeps getting brought up for Eagle Moss. Hachette did have a problem with their customer service, which is why they completely scrapped it and started again. So Eagle Moss is probably the worst for customer service I've had, and that's no fault of Eagle Moss's customer service team. It's just because the head office isn't talking to the customer service department. I've never had a problem with Hachette. With D'Agostini, my tips are always email. Don't bother phoning. Always email. You will get a response in about 48 hours, but that should be a problem. Agora Models have got online chat. They're the best by far. Who am I missing out? I think that's the 4 players at the moment, isn't it? Oh, and Panini and Centaura. I haven't had any issues with them yet. So that'd be interesting. But they're based in Italy as well. Italy seems to be the hub, the paradox of the world for Partworks. I don't know what that's all about, but all interesting. Mike Leach, you do have a son, Mike Jr. Does he play golf? It would be so uncanny if I know you. Did you used to live in Basildon? That's the question. Or Pitsea. Mega Nico, I ordered the cable ties from Mike Lane Mods. I wanted to combine them with a fishing wire. I couldn't get on with the cable ties. I could break them off the things, but my hands are just too too angry on them. That's why they kept breaking. You've just had your first 4 issues of the F40. I haven't received that yet, but then again, I only subscribed last week, so I'm expecting. I got the plan of action. They are sending me just 3 and 4, and then I go to 4. So I'm only going to get 2 in the next delivery, which is a pain because issue 3 is in the shops at the moment, and I did see that when I picked up the Spitfire, and I thought, no, you can't buy it. Mrs. Worldaway will kill you if you buy another Partwork. I'm on 9 now, but for transparency, I'm not paying for the Spitfire. I will be for the first 4 weeks, but that's Hachette have sorted me out with that, which is really nice of them. But when I do get things like that, I will let you know. I'm not. I wouldn't hide things like that. Jiraiya plays. I've been talking with Leicester Vintage Toys. They're getting a massive amount of Power of the Force figures in soon. That'd be something good to see. Oh my god. I always remember those Power of the Force. I just remember Yak Face out of all of them and the Han Solo in Carbonite. And you get the coin with it as well. Seeing some of them mint on cards would be good. Kenner must be still making a fortune. I think I've just answered that, Retsim. Venom Wolf, do you know of anyone doing what? No, I don't. Can you come with me? Where? To Duxford? You can come. You can come up here. Ah, hi Robbie Bobby, how's it going? I liked your Spitfire video. And I'm still loving it. Follow Robbie Bobby on Instagram. If you like He-Man or sculptures, he's your man. How long before we're all on back order with the Ecto one? Oh, God knows. I don't even know when we're expecting everything. Ecto one, well, we've got a couple of weeks yet before we get another one. But it just throws it out anyone who was on this yearly subscription, because I thought logistically the reason that everyone gets it at the same time is because they do one posting. This is what they told me. And if you have something missing, you won't get it until the next posting, if you like. That's why you're having to wait 4 weeks apart. But I don't know if that's what they still do. WWE Super Showdown is on the same time as the next live stream in 2 weeks. Is it? Oh my god. Well, I'll tell you what. The Edge pop at the Royal Rumble, that was something else. But I haven't seen it since then. Good Morgan, 7:10 in Tasmania. Oh, it's good morning. Good Morgan. It's g'day. It's not the Savo yet then, Vince. Wow. There's my Aussie accent just coming out. Will you ever build anything in the plush Cooper? Funny you should say that. I was actually going to build that Bismarck tonight on live stream. But I thought, I didn't know if that would be the sort of thing you'd like to see. I did it before with a Millennium Falcon. Pretty much most of my Millennium Falcon builds was on live stream. But I don't know if that's something people would be interested in, to be honest with you. Speed's airbrush is better than Warren, just like him. Is your 3D printer easy to use? It's dead easy. This is the Ender 3 Pro, Colin. Dead easy to use. You just put your file in and let it go. As long as you've leveled the bed and you've got your filament in, you can't really go too much wrong. The only time you go wrong is when you put it on the plate wrong and the supports are just playing up with you. Venom Wolf, no idea at the moment. Hachette haven't got a presence for Partworks in America. I think I've mentioned this before. They're one of your biggest publishers for books, not for Partworks, unfortunately. I do have an Instagram account. It's linked on my YouTube channel, Roman. Just in the header box, you'll see it there. I think it's called Official World of Wayne. That's the username. That's what she said. Wrong, Mr. Green. What's wrong? You can't say something like that, Mrs. World of Wayne, and not give me any context. You need to talk slowly to me. I'm on the run, remember. Speak very slowly. I might glue those pipes on the X-Wing. Well, originally, Matthew, I did glue those pipes on the X-Wing and made a complete up of it. I really cocked it up. So that's why I had to get another one. Picture myself laughing. Relationship advice with Wayne. Did I just give relationship advice? Did I? What? I'm so lost. I'm going to have to watch back this thing. You haven't seen Michael since God. Where did you see God? I haven't seen Michael and God in the same room, though. You were born in Elizabeth, South Australia. Did you go to school with Aussie rocker Jimmy Barnes, who was also from Elizabeth when his parents... I don't think so, no. I went to Elizabeth Downs Primary. And I was only there for like 1978. I was in the school for 1 year and then we came back to England. What a model world chatting. We're just talking about everything. We're doing 9 things at the moment. And remember, in the next couple of months, we've got Agora Models. Going to be... let's go back to my camera here. We've got a... and if I click on that and click on that, in the next couple of months, look at that. Graphics. You've got to love it. Agora Models are going to be giving something else. We ain't got a clue what they are because they're all under blankets. But obviously they're going to morph. So I think the whole point of those things were just to say that it's going to be either a car... or it's going to be a statuette or something. I don't know. But it is exciting. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't got a clue myself. But I will let you know. You'll be one of the first people to know when I know. But yeah, I haven't got a clue. Told my manager I need to get off on time next live stream. Does Mrs. Weldon Wayne have a live chat? No, she doesn't. She just uses this. Would a Terminator come in one issue? I very much doubt it, Gary. Because it's got a lot of details on it. So they're going to milk that big time, I would have thought. I'm just going to go down. Your innuendo earlier. What? Oh. Yeah, it happens. Right, where am I? I've just lost myself. Sorry about this. The chat's just going whoosh all the way past. X-Wing suggests a look at the Model Space Forum as when you get to issue 72 it says that you can test the circuit board. The post says do not test it until issue 74 or you burn the circuit board. I know a lot of people have done that with the Bismarck build, trying to plug it into a tester which is far too powerful. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'll do what I did with R2. The first time I tested it, if you watch my videos, was the first time I tested it. When I plugged it in and turned it on. And it didn't work first off. I think one of the cables weren't in properly, but once I pushed it all the way in, it was fine. You still haven't got the finger mod yet. Still waiting after 4 calls. That's crazy, Carl. Write to them. As in email. And then just keep emailing them every day. I wish I could give you a contact, but I haven't got one. Not for Hachette. For customer service team. Really, I should get onto that, shouldn't I? You just got issues 51 and 54 of the DeLorean build today. I'll be watching your videos on them before I build them. At least you've done issue 48, Simp Lord. That's the rum. Sorry about that. What are you after from Hachette, Gary? Is that for the fingers? Why are you trying to get in touch with Hachette? Hey Wayne, do you know if Ecto 1 would be available at the newsagents like the DeLorean? No, it's not going to be. It's subscription only. And I think the reason for that is because they haven't got 141 magazines. There's just one magazine for every 4 issues. And they're not going to give you a bag of parts in the newsagents. So... yeah, memories of Duxford. I can't wait to go. All I remember of Duxford is they've got the Vulcan there. They've got the Lockheed Blackbird SR-71. I can't wait to see that. The Concorde. And I believe the time I went, they had a bouncing bomb. I don't know if they've still got that there. But, yeah, I'm probably going to be going the last Saturday this month. But I'll let you know, because I know some people live near there and they want to meet up. I'm happy to meet up. No problems. Mrs. Wilder Wayne will be accompanying me to make sure I don't get into trouble. Because I get into trouble. Was anyone else gutted when they saw the side lights on Ecto didn't light up? It's an awesome build, but my heart sunk a little. But I must admit, can't afford mods. Damn it! Are you talking about the I call them fog lights. People are saying they're parking lights, but in this country we call them fog lights. So the fog lights or the strobe lights or both. Because what I did notice, Fee, is on the trial version, I've got the holes to plug LEDs in. For, not the bottom section, because we never got to do that, but for the strobe lights. So, if I wanted to do that, I could just switch the fenders around. You need to use tweezers on those cable ties. Yeah, me and tweezers don't go very well, Gary. That's why Mrs. Wilder Wayne got me, look, a whole new set. Look, whole new set. But this is concerning, look. This is the scalpel. I use an M3 scalpel. Look, I'm on stream drinking rum, waving scalpels around. This is a number 3 scalpel with a number 9 blade in it. Now, this number 9 blade was really good for cutting the things for the Victory, the templates. Pretty much useless for anything else. So I've ordered a new blade, which I think is a number 6 I've ordered. But I did have a scalpel, which you've probably seen on stream, a red one. For the life of me, I don't know what's happened to it. When I do my builds, I sit here, tidy up here, and then go. and it's not here anymore. So I've lost the scalpel, and you just know I'm going to sit on it soon. That'll be a trip to Casualty, you know it is. I am keeping the Spitfire magazines dash Riptide, which is something I never do. But I like the history part of it. So I said we have got an aero interest in the family. Michael, my brother, he used to be in the Air Force. I don't know if you're still in here, Michael. I'm sure you can tell them all your stories of your Air Force days. In the UK, Australia, the best way to contact Eagle Moss is via Facebook page. Eagle Moss Collections, where you get to Zoe. Oh, that's Zoe, yep. There you go. Vince has just backed up what I said. Not wearing my shirt this time because I'm eating. I don't want to spill food all over it. Well, someone hasn't washed my shirts, have they, Mrs. Welderwayne? I guarantee she's looking at that screen now thinking, right, do your own bloody washing next time. Trumpeteers doing an RMS Titanic with Lightning 1/200 scale. Some of those models are brilliant. The Bismarck from Trumpeteer is really good. But I mean, I've got one fiddly build at the moment doing the Victory. But I really enjoy putting that deck in. I wish I could show you, but if I move that over here now, you've seen it on the video anyway. I'm going to be doing the next deck. We're going to be doing that next week because I'm anxious to start getting the planking done. I think that's when things are going to get really interesting. I was a little disappointed when I saw no holes in the rear of the fog lights, so no lights there either. Yeah, it's crazy. Hi Wayne, is there a problem with the Bismarck build, i.e. wrong voltage? No, Alan, the all the voltages are correct, but the test pack that they gave us was only for motors, not LEDs. So if you've been plugging them into LEDs, bang. Not going to happen. But when you're in the control board, obviously all of those currents are going to be filtered through resistors. So what I did was I used the X-Wing battery pack, which only had 2 batteries in it, so 3 volts. That weren't going to blow anything up. And I've tested all the lights, and they all work. And obviously I've tested the gun. I believe we got one of these coming again soon. Going to go there. I think in my video I'll show you how I do the blast bags as well. But DND Galactic was the one who showed me how to do that. So I do like them. Very impressive. I think I'll stick with the Ecto-1 Eagles versus in the Blitzray 1/6 scale Ecto-1. Yeah, that 1/6 scale is ginormous. I don't know what you do with that. And I don't know if it looks a bit... I was worried about the Eagle Moss one looking a bit toy-y. But the 1/6 one looks very toy-y. Toy-y. Does that make sense? Toy-y? Well, today's new word is toy-y. Wayneism. Hashtag toy-y. Toy-y. The Spitfire has a meme made. Mark Spitfire. Really? Oh, take care, Beck Zach. Sorry, I've only just read your message. You're probably gone now. Does your Thunderbird 2 still work these days? Retsim, I don't have it anymore. I sold it. Jerry Anderson thing wasn't really my thing. Thunderbird 1 was my favourite, but yeah, I sold it. If I told you how much I sold it for, you'll probably kick yourself. But yeah, it's gone. Yeah, put it this way, it was sale of the century for someone who bought that. Yes, wait, you should do it. Yeah, I should. Every time I need a replacement issue from Eagle Moss, I've ended up getting them in a separate parcel. It never arrived with regular delivery. Really, Vince, I had to wait for the next deliveries batch, and it would come in a separate parcel, but I wouldn't get it until the main shipments were going. But, well, we'll see with Eagle Moss. What I did like about the Ecto-1 was I got an email notification to say it was coming, and then the next day it was here. So that's good, but I don't know if that's because I'm doing direct debit. I'm doing direct debit for the Ferrari F40 as well. And they sent me the whole list of when I should be expecting to receive them, which is really good from them. Bismarck and Spitfire together. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Ethan, the cool build would be the 1969 Ferrari from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. No, you're telling me that'd be excellent. I still would like to do the Testarossa though. Alex, you want to see the Ferrari built live? Well, the next issue is bloody fiddly. Have you seen that in W.H. Smith's? It would just be like me to do it. I mean, I could do it, but the problem is that when I did my live streams before, it all got powered through the computer, which was easy to switch between cameras. But all of these cameras that I use for my videos are standalone. They're not linked to the PC. So I'd have to rethink that as well. I mean, I've got one camera on looking at you now, which is connected to the PC. And obviously my my printer camera there is connected, doing whatever it's doing. You know, before I started this stream, that quality was like perfect. But now it's all pixely for some reason. Perhaps my bandwidth's running low on that one. But yeah, still doing it. All of these things that you can see around the side are just supports. That's not part of the main thing. But that's going to take about another day and a half to print. Toyota truck from Back to the Future. Oh, that'd be nice as well. I'd love one of them. Wayne, do you ever do plastic model kits or always Partworks? If so, what have you done? I've only ever done a couple, Steve. It wasn't really my thing, but I've mentioned it before. I did the 747 with the space shuttle on top of it. I'm trying to think what one it was. Was it Columbia? No, I don't think it was Columbia. I think it was Enterprise. I don't know. What was the first one? The first one was Columbia, wasn't it? It might have been Columbia. It was riding on the back of the 747. That was a great build. I wish I could still get that. You can still get it, but not obviously not from the company. I think it was an Airfix model, actually. They definitely don't make it. It was 80s when it came out. Where am I? For some reason, the chat just keeps going whoosh down the stream. Right, I've caught up to the bit which says your innuendo earlier. Tut, tut, tut. Imagine a build a Death Star. If you miss any parts, you technically have a second Death Star. Well, that's pretty much how they did all the films, isn't it? They just used the same story and just regurgitated everything. God, that Return of Skywalker. Last Jedi was terrible. Return of Skywalker was just bad. You found the parts of the pipes on the X-Wing easy, Marks? I think I'm going to send the next lot to you then. I had a nightmare. Because none of the pipes look like the pictures. I don't know if I had two of the wrong ones or what, but I just made do with what I had and did my own thing in the end. Don't make the blindest bit of difference. You can't see them. The F-40 is branded by Hachette in Japan. It's the same. I said the Eagle Moss DeLorean is done by D'Agostini in Japan. So I guess that they get the files through for the magazine, but then they just put their own branding in it. Because I don't think there'd be a lot of difference between them. What do you reckon is coming from Agora this year? I haven't got a clue. We've got another couple of cars. I don't know what the figurine is, but I'm guessing it's something pretty much, well, I don't know. I don't know what licensing they'd have. Because obviously all these builds need to be licensed. You think about it, a lot of people ask this question. Is the Shelby GT500 Super Snake exactly the same as the D'Agostini GT500? The answer to that is no. You've seen some difference in parts, but you've got to remember, when they do these builds, they have to get signed off by Ford or Shelby. And they have to go through quality control checks to check, yes, these are the parts, and this is how it's going to look. So it's no wonder a lot of the parts look similar, because they're having to be signed off by the same companies that all of these companies are using, if that makes sense. So, but you'll have your differences on them. But all of this goes down to licensing. I mean, Eagle Moss can build what they want with a DeLorean, but if the DMC say don't sign off on the flux capacitor and they say you can just do this one, then that's pretty much why Eagle Moss had the flux they massacred instead. I don't know. But wouldn't it be good if that was the reason, and the reason you didn't get a proper full working flux capacitor was because it couldn't get signed off by Amblin or whoever owns the rights to it, and then telling the people, look, this is why it's like this. I think that a little bit more transparency would go a long way. As a matter of fact, with a lot of these companies, if they're a lot more transparent, I don't think we'd have problems. You know, your delivery is going to be late this month. It's going to be 2 weeks late. It's going to be a month late, but you will be getting it. That's something. But not knowing anything, I think that's where things go downhill. What's the pit smell like? Okay. I haven't found one of these that smell nice now. It does. It smells like toilet gel. You know the thing you stick on the side of the toilet? Yeah, it's not the favourite one. I still think Endor was my favourite. And even that smelled like wet dogs. Fuzzy Wayne, do you think the Terminator build will be expended with extra issues on the finish? No, I think it will finish on the last issue. I don't think Hachette are like Eagle Moss with that. And I think Hachette will be up front, just like the Spitfires. The plane's going to be done in 100 issues, and the other 20 issues are all the figures for the diorama. And they're up front for that in the magazine. So you went to Duxford in the 70s, Matthew. Not long before me then. Terminator back issues twice out of the last 3 deliveries. I've had 2 different issues and 2 copies of third issue. Still need 25 and 33. I think eBay's going to be your friend at the moment, Gary. But I said Hachette were meant to have moved warehouse, and normally when that happens, they'll start to get stocks up, because I've started to see stocks coming in for the Routemaster again, which is weird. The size of the models, you're going to need a room for it. Yep, like the Spitfire and the Freecast, the Bismarck and the Victory. Well, the Bismarck's going to go on top there on reinforced shelves. I know where that's going. The Super Snake, no idea. The Victory, definitely no idea. But by then, you don't see it, but I've got, like, from here, from this camera here to the back, it's probably about 8 feet. It's only a broom cupboard, this is. But I've probably got about another 10 feet in that direction there. So, there is place to go. But if I move into that space there, I need to find a place for the kids to sleep. Mr. Wayne, you seem to be doing a good job. He hasn't ended up in hospital or jail. I've ended up in hospital. Not jail yet. Yeah, the strobes in the trial even look like they have LEDs in them too. Just no wires coming out. It was on the fog lights though. Yeah, I saw the picture for the fog lights. Are you going to any Comic Cons this year? Damn straight, Jason. I'm going to be meeting Meatloaf and Alice Cooper at the London Film and Comic Con. Definitely. That's going to be the summer one. I don't know about the spring one yet. There's no one I really want to see yet. Yep, the RAF making young people alcoholics since 1918. And there's my brother's history of his time in the RAF. Complete blur drinking rum. Actually, the Navy drink rum. You're just the... What are you drinking? It's just your beer, isn't it? You fly boys just like your beer. Arr, Sim Floyd. Does make me a pirate. Although I've mixed that with a bit of coke. Got the old crack and rum. UK paramedic humour said on a scale of 1 to 10 that 10 was standing on a plug, but I think a million on the scale of watching Love Island. Oh yeah, no, definitely. I don't think I've ever watched one episode of that. I don't watch TV. What was the last thing I watched on TV? I watched catch-up TV. I watched Picard. Been watching that. I've been enjoying that. The Mandalorian was excellent. You don't pay me enough to be your housekeeper. Oh, right. Now I see how far back I am in chat. Is this about the ironing and the washing? So you'll have to make do. Oh dear, I'm in trouble. Hi Wayne, how's Vincent's come along? Well, I said he's sitting back there. Look, he's getting there. He's got his body, and I said, and I've been building the feet at the moment, and on the printer at the moment, I'm starting his body. That's going good. We'll have another video on that in a couple of weeks. How many builds have you done before YouTube, and did you sell any of those also? Nope, the first build I done was on YouTube. The first part work I did was the Millennium Falcon. Before that, my channel was just talking about World of Warcraft, eclipses, making origami animals. I was pretty random. It's like my 60s phase, I'm going to call it. It is funny, if you go to anyone's YouTube channel and sort videos in by oldest first, you'll see some really embarrassing things. Yeah, my first video, I look a lot younger. And I seem to be talking very seriously and slow to the camera, just like this. I just relax now. And that's not the rum, it's just me. Sweet, just check the picture of Ecto 1 model on Eagle's promo page. The lower lights clearly have LEDs in. You're absolutely right, Kevin. They certainly do. Bismarck videos coming out tomorrow, Matthew. Probably around about 11 o'clock, I'd say. I've been trying to get them out really early in the morning, but it's not happening that way at the moment. I'm still getting up at 6 o'clock, but I've still got a day job, and I try and get those done first and then get onto the builds. I was going to do Ghostbusters tomorrow, but I'm going to leave that to Saturday because I said I'm not here, so... I used to get a notification when they charged my credit card, and then when it shipped, D'Agostini. Now I get notice when they charge credit card. Ah, right. The D'Agostini, I've got a friend, and you will... this is one of those NDA things. You're going to get to know him very, very... Okay, I've got a friend, and you're gonna get to know him a lot more later on in the year. As a matter of fact, Robbie Bobby, if you're watching this, we've already had a little conversation about this, and he's doing the Victory as well, but he didn't get his Pack 2 delivery, and trying to get it from D'Agostini in the United States was a nightmare. I think in the end he had to get it from Canada and shipped down to him, but because he's based in America. But yeah, around about the later half of the year, or Q3 as we used to call it in business terms, something might be going live, which is quite exciting, I think. So that's all I can tell you at the moment. Sorry. Oh, and have you seen the diamonds? Yeah, someone sent me the link to those Bob's Maximilian and Black Holes. They are 7-inch scale, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But my one here is pretty much just about It's a roughly 1-2 scale, almost. Just shy of 1-2 scale. A bit like the R2-D2 scale. Enterprise was the test shuttle. There it was, Enterprise on the back there, Michael. You remember that? The thing? It was Andy's for ages, and he never did it. So I ended up doing it. Hello, John. Well done, Troy. I thought it was the Enterprise. I don't know why I thought Columbia. Columbia was the first launched one, though, wasn't it? Because I remember being in junior school, and it was lunch break. They got us all in to watch the TV, the old tube TV with the doors on it that they opened so we could watch the shuttle launch. And we were all there going, ooh, ooh. Thank you for the info on the Bismarck. Oh, that's no problems, Alan. Alan, I only know that because I blew a bulb myself. I blew this bulb here. But luckily enough, I knew I blew that bulb there, so I replaced it. So it works. I just replaced it with a red LED of the same voltage, so. Great Scott. Enterprise was the first for testing. It was named for Star Trek. That's why there's a reference in the first movie. Really? I didn't know that. Because I know loads of things have been called Enterprise. There's been God knows how many Enterprise boats as well. DOST's doing a Godzilla. Really? It's supposed to roar and his spines light up and he is supposed to walk, I think. Wow. See, when I saw Agora models, you know, they had the things with the covers over, I thought one of the movie monsters might be one of it. I don't know why, I just had a feeling. But you never know. You never know. Here we go, all the way. You better be careful talking about laundry. Dash Riptide, as soon as it left my lips, I knew I was in trouble. Might find something this weekend to put a mummy cursor. Yeah, I can't believe how much Egyptian thing. It would have been cheaper to go to Egypt, I'm telling you. But we're making a time of it. British Museum, see all the mummies, go to Nando's, go and see Prince of Egypt, then the next day go see Tutankhamun. You can't get more Egyptian than that. I haven't done the engine block. I'm going to do that for Saturday, George. So I'll probably do the video tomorrow so it will get launched Saturday when I'm not here. There won't be a video up Sunday. Just done the F40 issue 3 and just be careful with the tie rods. One broke on me. Oh dear. And talk to the Facebook and it happened to someone else. Super glued mine back together. Good advice, Kevin. I did see it in the shop, but I haven't had a chance to see it. But when I saw all the fiddly bits, I had one of those. Oh, Mega Nico, take care, sir. If you look on Ecto 1 parts, they have a GM sticker. Who's watching quality control? I didn't know that. Someone asks in the chat about the hubs. Should it be monochrome or colour? I haven't got a clue. Does anyone know? I am a glutton for punishment lighting those candles. Look, we've got Rancor and Jabba's Palace next, Wayne. That's it. And then I've lit them all. And I'll never light them all again. I'll have to get something more fragrancy. Something more build related to light. We can light the spare wood of the Victory. Then we'll all get carbon monoxide poisoning. Great Scott, Mrs. World of Wayne might pull a Lorena Bobbitt. You see now, Great Scott, because Mrs. World of Wayne isn't American, I don't know if you know who Lorena Bobbitt is. I know who Lorena Bobbitt is. And I know who John Wayne Bobbitt is as well. But don't give her ideas. Yeah, I can't be putting up with that. No. Robbie Bobby, you've signed up for the Ecto 1. I guarantee I'll extend it. This used to make Ghostbusters 2 model. Well, it originally was, what's it, 120 issues, and then they put it up to 141. But don't forget the DeLorean, Robbie Bobby went to 159, so it could happen. Am I able to order the full DeLorean kit yet, or is it not available yet? I think it's still only available on a subscription basis, not as a full model. Bismarck issues on eBay are really expensive. Oh my god, I haven't been on eBay for it. I have been watching Picard Troy. I'm up to episode 3. Episode 4 tomorrow, so be watching that. I think episode 2 is a bit slow. Picked up in the last episode. Yeah, I'll be watching the stream, but I'm new to chat. I was having lunch to the missus. Well, welcome aboard, Brett. Having a cool Stella here. I've been away on business. Oh, excellent. Welcome back. My brother in chat there, he's been away on business as well. He got to Australia from England. Told him, you have to tell me if I'm wrong here, Mick, but they told me that the your meetings were off and you had to fly back to England. So you pretty much flew to Australia for nothing. I can't believe that. Don't know, Robbie Bobby. There'll be a lot to replace to make Ecto 1A rear bumper hood, totally different roof rack, and all decals supposed to be painted on. It's a totally new body. What kind of lighting do I have in the man cave? Right, all the colour lights you see here are just RGB. Available on Amazon. They're in my Amazon store as well, controlled by this. So I can change all the colours wherever I want. And then in front of me, I've got two massive softbox lights. One hanging down on the work surface here, and one pointed straight at my face. And again, they're on my Amazon store. These are around about 30 quid each, the softboxes. But you can get two for around about 50, I think. So, but again, they're on my Amazon store. But if you are going to be doing YouTube or anything like that, forget the camera. Light is the most important thing. Then microphone. Camera third. Because people will happily listen to an iPod version of you. Oh, so take care, Stephen. Cathcart. I think I'm behind on chat again. Can you imagine trying to line up Ghostbusters 2 stickers on the door? It'd be an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I'm no good at lining anything up, Vince. It's my eyesight. I've told you before. I even when I've got me things in, it don't help. It doesn't help at all. Because like, yeah, because my left eye. Look, I'll show you this. I'll just put them on there. My left eye, I've got pretty much really good, almost 20/20 vision in my right eye. But my left eye, look, I'm long-sighted, and these are plus 3.5 prescription on the left side there. And I'll be honest with you, even when I'm wearing them, it's just a big blurry mess rather than a little blurry mess. So, there you go. How I managed to get anything done's beyond me. You can always hold that. Remember what you wanted to build that Ferrari if he gets out of line. Yeah. Yeah, I had to work my way around her on that one. She did. Look, Mrs. Welder Wayne saying she created me a daily schedule so I can keep track of what builds I've done. Look, I've got it here. Look. See, and I've been scribbling about what I'm doing each day, and she's got them for the whole thing. And if you can see in the background there, look, it's got the Welder Wayne logo. See, now that's organisation. None of this computer stuff. I write it down. It's like having a file of facts again, isn't it? Brett, the HMS Victory's been out of stock in the US model space shop for months. Not that I have the time to do it. Ah, that's probably why you had trouble getting hold of it, Brett. I did have some missing parts from pack 2, but they never had problems sending them out to me again. I watched Doctor Who on catch up. I'm not a fan of Doctor Who, I have to say. My daughter is. Good morning from Sydney, Australia. I love your channel. G'day, Sydney, Australia. God, I need to go back to Australia. I haven't been to Australia since 1978. And because I was born there, I was 5 when I came back. Crazy. RAF drink pink polar bears in Goose Bay, Canada, or wobbly Warsteiner in RAF Germany. Probably far too much. I'm sure my brother Mike Green on here will give you some stories. He's told me some stories which turned my hair, well, when I had hair, it would have turned it white. Who wants to build a Knight Rider or 18 van? Heck, I'd like an Airwolf. Jiraiya Plays, the, who was it? I think it, was it Agora? No. Someone, Model Space perhaps. I think it's Model Space put a thing in. So if you could have any model built, what would it be? And pretty much most people said Kit, Knight Rider. You're still waiting on the third pack of the Dodge Charger. It barely started in the early fall when I signed up. Oh my God. We should be getting one a month, I'm guessing, from Agora. I don't know. It depends what you subscribe to, obviously, because you had the 12 months option and the 24-month option. Are you going to leave your Ecto engine blue, Wayne, like the restored Ecto, or repainting it like the original Ecto? I'm thinking of repainting mine. Svi, I'm going to keep it blue, but someone told me that the gearbox housing's meant to be silver. Is that correct? See, I was trying to frantically look around after that on the internet, and every gearbox I've seen is silver. So, was it that one that was deliberately painted completely blue, or what? I don't know. Don't know. Oh, you do know the Bobbits are and what she did to his manhood. Did you just Google that, Mrs. Welder Wayne? I had Eagle must dispatch confirmation email for issues I had 2 weeks and built. Wow. King Emerald, there was a railway build that has steel track and a really light, cheap train carriage. My railway build's going really good, by the way. I've set the table up. I've set the track up. I'm waiting for some points. And then I think I'm at the point where I can start making some videos. I've got a green screen sorted out. That's all on my Patreon channel, though, that I've been posting at the moment. Because the setup I wanted to get on the Patreon channel, because it is the behind-the-scenes stuff. And I want to keep the more production value things to this channel here. So, Paddy Noir, the foil flying corpse fave tipple is the old moor hen's shredded sporran, according to Blackadder. That's the 11 minuters, wasn't it? 20 minuters. 20 minuters. Picard episode 4, you will enjoy. Have you seen it, Troy? I didn't think it was out yet. Or is it out in Amazon in Australia? Because obviously in Australia it's now Friday. Have you built my Vincent yet? Wicked. No, look, it's in bits. Look. Not yet. It's looking good though, isn't it? I do like that. Just these bits here. This is what you don't realise about a 3D printer. These bits here took 1 day to print. One of these took 1 day to print. That took about 20 hours. So at the moment we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're 14 days of print time into Vincent at the moment. And this is, don't forget, I've only got one small bed printer, so that's why it's taking so long. Have you watched on YouTube of issue 13 of Ecto 1? No, I'm trying not to watch ahead, Lee, because it will tease me. I don't want to be teased. Brett, can you tell Agora Models I'd like a Dark Knight Tumbling Batmobile? How massive would that be? 1/8 scale. Agora Models are brilliant on social media. You probably noticed that I've been retweeting a lot of their stuff because I do like their little videos of the model of them opening it and stuff. It looks good. Although someone did notice that I knocked off the little lock on the Super Shelby snake. I've glued that back on. So if you did notice that in the last one, well done. Our local bargain booze has taken Corona off the shelf. I don't know about drinking that. I remember you must have all. If anyone drinks beer, have you heard of a beer called Desperados? It's like beer with a shot of tequila in it and a lime flavour. God, do I get headaches on that? This is why I don't drink anymore, I think. Your eyes are the opposite of yours. Even now, I've got prosthetic lenses inside my eyeballs. Yeah, but you've got like artificial bionic eyes now, Vince. Waiting for issue 17 of the X-Wings from news shops. It's been 5 weeks. Really? Robbie Bobby, if you're still on here, because I know you're doing the X-Wing, I think news agents are up to 21 now, aren't they? Wait, now, of all the models you've done or continue to do, what has been your best build and value for money? The Victory at the moment. I'm loving the Victory for the price I paid for it, because it was on offer at the when I ordered it, and it's the biggest challenge I've done. Other than that, the Bismarck, because every time I look at it, it brings a smile to my face. The DeLorean, if it wasn't a frustrating build, then that would have been good, but it was just too frustrating and too many problems. R2, that was fun. Millennium Falcon's always going to have a place in my heart, because that was my first build, and that's probably why you saw, if you've seen the last episode of my Millennium Falcon, I got upset big time. Because a lot of things had happened when I was doing that build. So when I finished it, it was like one of those things where you remember an old song and it reminds you of something. Then that build just reminds me of a time in my life which was like a rebirth, if you like. Thanks to Mrs. Welder Wayne. Bless her. She's probably looking at the screen now going, ah. Mrs. Welder Wayne is old school, keeping track of things, no worries about viruses or hacking. Yeah, true. Will you be doing more than one build a day now you have 9 models? It'd be nice to have more content. More content? This is why I've got this, Mark. I can't keep up with it. I want to try and get a video out every day, but at the same time, I don't want to... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to swamp people with too much content. So that's why I'm having Sunday off. There'll be no videos on Sunday. Because people have their YouTube feed with all the videos they watched and all of that. And seeing my name come up. Yeah? Hello? Oh, thought someone called me. I've got the door open, so I think it's the neighbours that have just said something. Probably like, shut up, Wayne. Thank God for teachers, they'll keep you straight. My mum was a teacher for 45 years. Mrs. Welder Wayne's going to be a teacher for 45 years. Welder Wayne, did you know the Flying Scotsman is in your town tomorrow, running between here and Alton along the Watercress? Well, the Flying Scotsman was here last year, Svi, and funny enough, we've got 2 steam trains coming to Kettering, Corby Kettering Way, on March the... Hang on. on March the 7th, I believe it is. We've got the Duchess of Sutherland in the evening, and in the morning we've got the Duke of something of South Africa. That's coming. I love a good steam train. I've had people tell me they hated Picard. It's too slow. It needs to build a story, Dash Riptide. I think it's going to get good towards the end. Does Mrs. Worldaway? No, Becksack. Mrs. Worldaway doesn't have live chat. You just troll Wayne. Yeah, you do. The whoosh and press a button that makes it sound like turbo boost. Oh yeah, no, definitely. What's the question? Sorry, I missed it. The question was, what issue are you up to on the X-Wing, Robbie Bobby? I think it's 21 now. I know you've got 19 on your channel, but I think 21's in the shop. Because I don't know what I've got here. I've got a load here, but I'm falling behind. I had to do the HMS Surprise. I read books and of course saw the movie, but it's just too big for my house. My best value build is Thunderbird 2, but only because I'm getting everything at discount with Wayne's old code. Woo! No worries if not. You're planning on inviting Man Cave vids. Inviting Man Cave vids. Ah, yeah, you did mention that. I've got to do that. I think, Ian, that would be a good one to do when I actually do a guided tour of the setup at my mum's house in the Model Railway. I think that's, yeah. Thanks for reminding me about that. That's excellent. One of the local beers in Breda, started off as a Danish beer, licensed to Guernsey to brew for UK. Denmark stopped production, but Guernsey kept the name and beer. Do you remember when, like, Castlemaine 4X was a big thing over here? And it used to outsell Foster's at one time. Whatever happened to Castlemaine 4X? My news agents don't have the X-Wing or the Ecto 1 builds. They're not going to get the Ecto 1 builds back, Zach. I asked Diego Stevie to do an AI remote control kit. It couldn't just be a model. No, that's true. I wanted to play. It needs to have remote controls. Please don't let Eagle Must do kit. They'll figure out how to mess up the dashboard. Almost time for Phoebe to make her appearance. It is almost time for Phoebe to make her appearance. You building the U-boat? No, I'm not building that one. Bye, Revo Dave. Take care, sir. Look, it's still up there, Revo Dave, if you're still here. Look. I have to say that Wayne really does a great job answering his questions. There are some channels that just ignore you. I'm trying to get through them. I am aware I've missed some, but as these streams go on and on and on, and we're getting more and more viewers, it is getting harder. I don't mind telling you. You're seeing very little Partworks in build age. Yeah, no, you're exactly right, Robbie Bobby. I was speaking to someone in WH Smith's and they're saying that they don't really sell that well, which was shocking for me. I think a lot of people do just naturally just subscribe to them now. But I suppose it depends what area you come from. Union of South Africa, that's the one, Philip. That's going to be in Kettering on the 7th. It's an A4 Pacific. I can't wait to get some pictures of it. I'm definitely going to get some video footage of that as well. Is it bad I binge watch your videos for the R2 and the DeLorean? No. No. You need to do that more often. Jiraiya plays, I really want to get some N-gauge trains, but they're bloody expensive. I've got N-gauge trains and track. The reason I'm not using it, because my dad is the model railway builder. This is completely new to me. That's why I'm approaching it as a complete beginner. My DeLorean is going along fine right now. I've left the wheels off until the end. Good idea, Brett. Because I said I've got a broken suspension on mine. Ah, Mark, welcome to the channel. And this is me live. This is me in real life. This is what I'm like all the time. I don't change. I'm glad you said that. Everyone knows about the Spirit of South Africa, and I knew it had South Africa in it. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'd never heard of it. But when I saw it, I was like, wow, I've got to see that. But the thing is, what it's doing, it's going to York, but it's coming into Kettering Station, I believe, at 8:45 in the morning. It's going to York, and then they're changing the steam for the Duchess of Sutherland, and it's going to be coming back through Kettering at 8:30 at night. But in March, 8:30 at night, it's probably still going to be pitch black. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Issue 22. Thanks, Robbie Bobby. I am behind big time then, because I've still got... Yeah, I'm behind. You got issue 1 of Spitfire, but I'm not doing it. No room. Will we ever get to see Mrs. World Wayne on live stream one day? By the way, where's Phoebe? She's coming. Mrs. World Wayne's appeared on the Patreon channel. She's shy. She's shy. She just wants to hide like a little hamster. All the things kid had pretty much standard on cards now. Yeah, it's true, isn't it, Philip? Even the old talking to it through the watch. Check out Toy Polloy on YouTube. That's a good name. Dave's looking for a few channels to do pocket money memories. I've done one on WWF figures from the 90s. Wow. Michael X, have you heard about the Polish card Polonaise 1500? Polonaise? No, I haven't heard that one. Cards made 4X. In Australia, it's just 4X. We don't refer to it by the brand. Queensland beer. They still do it then, Vince. I haven't seen it for ages. It used to come in the yellow tins with a big 4Xs in red writing. Ah, cool, Revo Dave. Let's see Phoebe. Ah, Narcoleptic Tinkerer. Any interest in doing the orrery that Eagle Moss did? I already did it, Narcoleptic Tinkerer. I keep looking at eBay for a reasonable price full kit. I had it, and I completed it up to, I think, Neptune, and then I moved house. And I put it in my car, and it fell off, and it bent up, and that was the end of that. But I did enjoy it. That was a good one. I really wanted to see it working with the motor in and stuff like that. We're going to get Phoebe up in a minute. Thanks for answering my questions. Brilliant. No problems, Alan. Right, we have caught up with chat, I think. Do you have a local village hall community centre, Wayne? Yes, we do. I'm sure there'll be a good take-up for folk here to come along for... Wow, it's another good idea. Ian, you're just great of ideas. I don't know how many people can get to Corby, though. That's where I live. I live in Corby. Let's bring Phoebe up. Hello. God, that was quick. You're waiting. Everyone wants to say hello. Look, you're over there this time. Look, that's the chat. The chat's on this camera, and you're over there on that camera. So what the hell are you looking at? Oh, you're looking... Yeah, she's looking at herself on the screen because I'm looking at the screen. So, what do you want to tell everyone? Eh? Without further ado, I should do, Andy. The amount of sayings, these Wayneisms, I should create Wayneisms and make them hashtags. I'll do a model if they made the General of the Milwaukee. Wow. They'll never get rid of 4X. The most popular edition is 4X Gold. I prefer Colton Gold. Oh my God. Right, you happy now? Have you seen everyone? Yeah? Well, is it bedtime now? You want to go walk? You want to see the hedgehogs? It's pitching. You got chocolate? You get chocolate? Go on in. Off you go. Oh, bless her. Oh, wait, the railway rolling stock and locos I mentioned a while ago have still got your name on. Ah, Mark. Mark, can you email me again at Wayne at World of Wayne? I forgot my email address. It's the rum. Wayne at worldofwayne.co.uk. Sorry, I lost your initial correspondence. I couldn't find it, and then I was like, oh crap. That I really appreciate that, Mark. She was ready for her periods. Bless her. Hi Phoebe, she's lovely. She's small. A lot of people think she's a lot bigger than she is. I mean, how big is Phoebe? I've got nothing to... Oh, look, this glass. This glass here of rum. Look, that's how big it is. You can imagine what it is. She's about twice that. So one of these on top of each other. That's how big she is. She's only a Jack Russell Chihuahua. And she looks young. She's 11 years old. So, but... Apparently, these sort of dogs live long, hopefully. Who knows? Clef, I'm really tempted to do the R2-D2 set, but I've had some major issues with the DeLorean set. I know the different companies, but would you say R2... Oh, a million miles better, Clef. You won't have a problem there. I don't do Cats, Lee. As a matter of fact, talking about Cats, I tried to work my way through the Cats film. That weren't happening. That's one god-awful film, I tell you. But listen, it's been fun tonight chatting with you all. I said I'm away this weekend, but we're going to have a Bismarck video out tomorrow. I said on Saturday we'll have the Ghostbusters one. There'll be nothing on Sunday, then Monday we'll have an X-Wing one. When I get my new Agora models, thanks to Ian, we're going to have the giveaway for the Agora models pack 1. And hopefully we might have a Victory and a Vincent build, as long as that print goes right. We'll see how that goes. But listen, thank you so much all for watching again. I'll see you in a couple.